Go.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Pippen. Antetokounmpo is out there with Durant. Then it's James. And it's O'Neal in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Drops in the tray.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
Durant against George. O'Neal sets the screen for LeBron. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Leonard. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard with the bucket.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Chicago. It's a three-point game. Pass to Shaq. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Spurs.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Leonard the pass to Wembanyama. Leonard on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Chamberlain with a screen on LeBron. And it's Leonard missing. Here's Chicago. Leonard with the steal. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Looking for George. He gets it. And George with the stuff.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach for a minute. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant. He said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, is second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Chicago shooting their first free throws of this.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is, on paper, the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
Pass to Leonard from deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Leonard with the steal. Durant against Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander against Pippen. 5 on the clock. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Wembanyama. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
And for Wembanyama, his passing ability might be the most overlooked part of his game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Here's James. Here's Shaq. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. We're one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and again, no good by Chicago. Spurs leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Leonard. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Back to Leonard. A 3-ball. Here's Chamberlain. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now, here is O'Neal. Still scoreless. Durant kicks to Giannis. O'Neal sets the screen for Antetokounmpo. Over Wembanyama. And again, no good by Chicago.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Robinson's checked in for Chamberlain. Now here's LeBron, pass to Durant. 32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. James looking it over. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. KD can't get it to go. Here's San Antonio now. They're on an 11-2 run. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Kicks it out to Leonard. That's good, and SGA with the assist. Leonard's got 7 points in the game. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but Plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Pippen is out there with James. And it's Durant. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Giannis in at the one spot. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
Pass to Leonard. Back to SGA. From outside, off the mark. Bulls trail by 8. Here's Pippen. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
Here's Leonard. Back to SGA. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Chicago. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Leonard against LeBron. Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis driving to the rim. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established the position there.
O'Neal finds Antetokounmpo. O'Neal sets the screen for KD. No good from the wing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Durant. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
SGA passes to Leonard. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Pass to LeBron. Durant kicks to LeBron. Check the screen on Leonard. To the middle. KD passes to O'Neal.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
SGA against James. Outside, SGA. Wembanyama sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Pass to Pippen. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of basketball. LeBron, good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now, here's Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Bulls. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard with the steal. Wembanyama finds SGA. 46 seconds left in the first half. good on the shot. SGA's got 5 now.
And, guys, the best thing about Kawhi picking up assists is that it's contagious. When you've got a dominant scorer setting his teammates up, and everyone falls in line.
LeBron's shot is off. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Leonard battling for 2.
Slick move by the Claw. A forward who handles the ball like a guard.
Here's Giannis. Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander against KD. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Here's Pippen. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Pippen's got 4 this quarter. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Bulls trail by 7. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5.
And sometimes Shaq is impossible to guard without fouling. He's this, like, overwhelming presence.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Spurs leading by 6. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Up top, Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Antetokounmpo passes to KD. There's the 3. Here's O'Neal. O'Neal, something else inside. Wow.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama sets his screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's good on the 3-ball.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the 2-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Timeout called, the Bulls. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. It's tipped. Here's George, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And so James will bring it up for the Bulls. They trail by 9 points. Check his screen on Leonard. George, that's a two-pointer. That's good, and SGA with the assists. SGA's got 4 assists now tonight. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kev. A new generation is entering the league, and Draymond Green said these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Guys?
Yep, it flips quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie. Here's Leonard. Paul George making his last shot. O'Neal with the steal. Leonard against James. Pass to KD. O'Neal looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pippen. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Pippen's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's SGA. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Now James. To Giannis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
LeBron against Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. O'Neal with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And it's Pippen missing. Spurs leading by 11. SGA surveying the defense. And even 3-on-3 break. LeBron, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over KD. And there's SGA on the assist from Leonard.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Giannis high post. Wembanyama knocks it away. And so it's San Antonio, 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for Chicago right now, O'Neal is out there with LeBron James, and then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Pippen, and it's KD in at the 2 spot. Offensive rebound, George. And the rejection by Giannis. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Outside Leonard, 6 to shoot. Wembanyama sets a screen for Leonard. No good on the triple. Bulls trail by 13. Giannis a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The wide open look for Durant. No good from outside.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
It's tipped and stolen by LeBron. LeBron right to the finish.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So it's Chicago now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. KD finds O'Neal. Shaq is screen on George, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Bulls trail by 11. Outside Pippen. James dishes to O'Neal. Pass to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Pippen for 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard. For 3. The putback. Oh, sticks the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
George against Durant. Beyond the arc. Cleared away by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Strong move off the glass.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Will off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
First team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Wilt Chamberlain. 1 shot.
On the free throw, no good. Bulls trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, nobody spends more time in the paint than LeBron James. He knows he's going to get the contact, and he still goes in there.
First team foul. Shooting for Chicago, LeBron James. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
And both free throws, good for James. San Antonio leading by 13. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Gilgeous-Alexander right at the rim. No problem there for Shea.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
The Bulls call timeout.
Okay, everybody, time to get up and get loud right now. Who wants a T-shirt out there? Let me hear you. It's time for T-shirts. Who wants a free T-shirt? Get on your feet and go wild so we can see you.
Now Shaq. Here's Antetokounmpo. The long shot, no good. Here's SGA. Outside Leonard. Outside SGA. Clock at 4. Now Wembanyama. Missed on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pippen against Leonard. It's James. A floater. Wembanyama reels it in. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Now, here's SGA. Leonard fires. No good from 3. Durant feeling it out a bit. Now, James. Outside Durant. The putback. Ah, he parachutes in for the putback. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Leonard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And it's the Kings to start out. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. LeBron James out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5. James, a good look. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
They got the ball to the right guy. James ready to shoot at all times.
Outside Durant. There's the triple. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. Leonard against George. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost them that time.
Pass to Pippen. James, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Nifty move. And that one's good. James.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate, close to the bucket in the high percentage area.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Spurs. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing, but he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Yeah.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Sacramento passing it around. Fades back. Over on Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama, no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Spins. LeBron with the rebound.
Now, he was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Wembanyama, pass to James. And there's the screen. Pass to Chamberlain, off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. James, left side, down to 5 on the shot clock.
And with an out-of-this-world wingspan, Giannis can simply lock up just about anyone on the defensive end.
Pass to George. Back to SGA to win the cold spell. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
James, right side.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The crossover, back to Pippen.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
First personal foul.
San Antonio trailing here. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to George. Back to SGA. Fires for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Here are the Kings with the ball now. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. James can't get it to go.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
SGA passes to Durant. With the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. .110 left in the first quarter. Here's Pippen. No points so far. They set the pick. Inside, Chamberlain. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Yeah, elevating his teammates with passes like this. LeBron is all about making his guys better.
SGA passes to Durant. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Leonard looking around. Pippen pass to Wembanyama. It's stolen by SGA. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Antetokounmpo.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. James with the ball. Four seconds left. And it's good on the layup. James has got 6.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Kings ahead, up 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Paul George. And it's O'Neal in at the center position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now, here is James. He has 6. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to George. And stolen by Leonard. Jumps up. Leonard all alone. No doubt about it.
And you can't afford to lose sight of Leonard in these situations. He's just so dangerous and assertive in transition.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And here's Durant. Launches it. Here's O'Neal. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he shows you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Now here's Durant. Still no points. SGA passes to George.
Offensive screen set out of bounds. Sacramento ball.
Now here's Pippen. Outside Wembanyama. Leonard outside. Back to Wembanyama. Over Durant. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
And Wemby's got the mid-range shot down. He's just so confident from there.
Pass to George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by O'Neal. SGA passes to O'Neal. Counted. O'Neal's got 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Pippen. James outside. There's a screen. And there's a 3-second violation.
San Antonio ball.
San Antonio with the ball. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to George. Back to SGA. Screen by O'Neal. Pocket 6. And that one is stuffed. right through.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. The Kings trailing. James outside. Pass to Pippen. There's 1:34 left in the second period. LeBron sticks the triple.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
James against Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by O'Neal. 4 on the clock. SGA can't get it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Leonard outside. To the inside. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Kings lead.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
SGA deciding where to go with it. Pass to George. It's stolen by Leonard. And he lays it in on the break. And the Kings lead by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now SGA. Left side O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Here's Durant. San Antonio again can't hit. Now here's Pippen. He's covered closely. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Kings ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Spurs trail by 5. On the court for Sacramento. They've got Victor Wembanyama. He's out there with James. And it's Leonard in at the 2. Back to SGA. Screen by O'Neal. SGA passes to George. Tries again. O'Neal misses.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Pass to Pippen. James outside. Puts up a 3. Paul George pulls it in. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 5. And it's good for 2.
Slick dribble move by KD, allowing him to convert.
Now, here is James. He's got 9. James, a screen on George. Leonard against George. Oh, Leonard right through the defender.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
James against Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, SGA. Lets it fly. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now here's Pippen. No made baskets yet. For 3, James. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now. George passes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to George.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
The Kings lead by 3. Here's Pippen. James outside. Offline with a 3. Outside, SGA. Pass to George. Back to SGA. Tipped. Outside Wembanyama. Shoots over George. Nice shot by Wembanyama. And the Kings lead by 5. So it's San Antonio now. Outside SGA. All alone. Jump shot is good that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Pass to Pippen. Back to James. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Spurs trail by 3. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And there's a pick. Here's Durant. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Leonard outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Now, here is James. Leonard for 3. O'Neal pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now George. Back to SGA. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by O'Neal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets some space and buries the jumper. He's got 10.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. For the lead. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Chamberlain. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Chamberlain's got 6.
And that's the right decision when you've got a smaller man on you.
Outside, SGA. For the tie. SGA knocks down a 3.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for San Antonio, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Paul George. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's O'Neal in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. George passes to Durant. George sets a screen. Shoots. Durant, no good. The Kings leading. Pippen with it. Leonard for three. Here's Chamberlain. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. George against Leonard. George passes to Durant. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
Well, right now they have the momentum, but you've got to watch it. This league has big swings.
Scottie Pippen, second personal foul. First team foul.
Durant, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Durant. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. 2-point game. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Leonard. Oh, Leonard! A special delivery.
Oh, the slam from Leonard. Love watching him finish with force.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's George. Outside SGA. He launches. Oh, it doesn't go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got one three-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. James outside. Pippen outside. James outside for three. The triple drop.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Antetokounmpo against Wembanyama. No good from three. The Kings lead by 3. Here's James. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Now SGA. Five on the clock. Oh, the stuff.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. There's a minute 40 left in the 4th quarter. Here's James.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Outside Durant. Let's loose for 3. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Kings.
Oh, wow, I just can't believe that. What a costly turnover.
The Kings lead by 3. Pippen outside. There's a minute 12 left in the game. Now Leonard from downtown. Look at Leonard, dialed in from deep.
Oh, man, what a bucket by Leonard. His team counts on him when time is short because he can handle the pressure.
The Spurs call time.
from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their plan during the break. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now Gilgeous-Alexander.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Leonard! Oh, missed on the train. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. Outside Durant. It's stolen by Leonard. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting to Sacramento. Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
And the Spurs call time here. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Two-second difference between shot and game clock. SGA fires. Wembanyama there for the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. First personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Kings.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Durant. So the Kings win it, and they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now, time for our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Antetokounmpo. Chamberlain is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's James in at the three. Giannis dunks it down.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wembanyama. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to Curry. Wide open look. Good on the jump shot.
Well, pre-shot preparation and being ready on the catch, that is Stephen Curry in a nutshell.
Giannis against Leonard. Antetokounmpo. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the rejection by LeBron.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
Leonard against Curry. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Curry. Rebound, San Antonio.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Just incredible touch from the interior. Kawhi Leonard more than capable in that painted area.
Curry passes to LeBron. Off target from three-point range. High post, KD. Chamberlain on him.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. Lock at 6. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. Leonard against James. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to James. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Durant against Antetokounmpo. Durant kicks to Leonard. It's stolen by Curry. That one goes in.
Boy, you get Steph Curry rolling downhill in the open floor. He can finish off a break with such style.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Leonard. Back to SGA. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Giannis dishes to Curry. Pass to Shaq. O'Neal is doubled. Good work defensively by KD.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Yes, that goes in. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. Now here's SGA in transition. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Outside Curry. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for San Antonio. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Abdul-Jabbar finds Durant, 5 to shoot, and it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, the whole floor is open for Kevin Durant offensively. Mid-range is his sweet spot, folks.
At the elbow, it's James. The rebound by KD.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's San Antonio. They lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. We've got Stephen Curry. James is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Giannis in at point guard. The Kings trailing. Here's LeBron. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Sacramento shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Leonard with the ball. And Wembanyama outside. Pass to SGA. The shot misses. Curry with the defensive effort. LeBron passes to Antetokounmpo. Now, here is Chamberlain. Defended by Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Sacramento, Will Chamberlain at the line for 2.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Chamberlain hits them both. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Durant with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on LeBron. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Kings leading. Here's Curry with the 3. Another shot. Chamberlain, no good.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Back to SGA, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's the Kings with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Giannis. Back to Curry. On the wing. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Curry's got 8 points.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Wembanyama looking it over. Durant just inside the line. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
The confidence of Kevin Durant. He gets it and takes the shot. Very simple. Catch and shoot, baby.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to LeBron. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. LeBron's got the lead up to 4 now for the Kings.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
LeBron with a screen on Leonard. Chamberlain kicks to Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here are the Spurs. They trail by 1. Leonard the pass to Wembanyama. And here's Leonard. Guarded by Curry. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Well, that's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
Pass to Giannis. Back to Curry. Lots of room. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. Now here's Leonard. Back to SGA. And the Spurs another 3.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Another miss by Curry. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Giannis. Left side, Abdul-Jabbar. Here's KD. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And it's the Kings with the ball. A 2-point game. Durant is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Kareem. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Leonard in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. To the inside, and stolen by Chamberlain. Curry with it. Leonard picks him up. Curry's shot is off.
Yeah, and he had to be tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Leonard against Curry. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs. Pass to Chamberlain. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Here's LeBron. Pocket 6. Chamberlain with a screen on KD. Again, the miss by the Kings. San Antonio leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Oh, Shaq climbs the ladder.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays? Shaq on attack.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Durant. KD, so efficient in there.
Now, Kevin Durant's not missing chippies, folks. You allow him to get that kind of position, turn the lights out.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Chamberlain.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 2 to the paint. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Leonard. Back to SGA. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 5th rebound in this one. And here now the Kings. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's O'Neal. O'Neal, something else inside. Wow.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Here's SGA. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 5th assist in this one.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now, Antetokounmpo. 1:15 left to play here in the third, and they take the lead. Curry's got 13 points.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Pass to Leonard. Puts up a deep three. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. SGA passes to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds in the game. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
And James throws it down.
Oh, stop it. That one just too easy for LeBron James. So high above the rim.
Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to SGA. Back to Leonard. Will it go? He doesn't hit that one. The third quarter comes to a close. The Kings on top, leading by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Chamberlain. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's LeBron James. And it's Curry in at the 2 guard. Pass to Chamberlain. Down low. James in the post. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Shot clock at 5. Chamberlain a screen. Fires, high post. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. And the Kings lead by 7.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Leonard fires away from outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Chamberlain with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Curry outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 6th rebound on the night. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to SGA. They get it back. Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Sacramento leading by 5. And here is Curry. Now here's Antetokounmpo. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And that one swishes right in.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Timeout, Spurs. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks so much. I was able to hear San Antonio's coach going over their plan during the break. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Leonard. From deep. Dangerous from deep.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
SGA against Antetokounmpo. James fires. He's off from 3. Spurs trail by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Giannis.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. O'Neal is doubled. Curry is inside. Working on Abdul-Jabbar.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
SGA. And the rejection by Giannis. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Here's O'Neal. Stolen by Durant. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Six to shoot. O'Neal there for the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling this number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Now Durant. No good. That would have tied it. Giannis against SGA.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that.
Antetokounmpo outside. Now Curry. 5 on the clock. Now Antetokounmpo. Launches it. And it misses. SGA feeling it out a bit. This would tie it. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.